Welcome back to my channel, my friends. El Chavo del Ocho signing in. Today is December 13 with a lesson on how to solve two-step problems with fractions, my friends. This is a challenging one, so let's get it done. When I teach my students, I encourage my students to use the acronym RACE. Okay, RACE, let me write it for you here. I usually learn with charts. However, I'm going to show it to you in math. It says restate the question, answer the question, cite evidence from the problem, and explain. The explain is when you create the problem. So we're going to find the question first. So look, the question says, what fraction of the garden did Summer weed? And let me just make sure that you know, Summer is the name of a girl, my friends. So we're going to restate the question now. We're going to write an R for restate. And we're going to say, Summer weeded this much of the garden. That's what we need to answer. That is our restating the question. So let's cite evidence. What do we know? Okay, first of all, we know that we have one garden, right? So how will you represent one garden? Well, will you represent it with a picture, my friends? You know, this is what I like math. You can create pictures. And then also states that George, well, let's read the problem. The problem says, George weeded 1/5 of the garden. That means 1/5 of this area. And Summer weeded some too. Oh, we don't know how much she weeded. When they were finished, 2/3 of the garden still needed to be weeded. Okay, so my friends, so here's what we're doing. So George's part was 1/5. Summer, we didn't know how much she weeded. And at the end, they have left 2/3 of it. Because it says right here, 2/3. So we're citing the evidence, my friends. Okay, now our next step is to reason the problem. So it looks like if we add what is left, well, let's just make a tape diagram. So let's say from this area, from the hole, George did this part. And this much part was left. So I'm going to label George. There's going to be a letter G. There's going to be the word left. This was what's left. And this is the question that we need to answer. How much did she do? I don't know if Summer was a little lazy, but you know what? There is Summer. Okay? So, I think it would make sense, my friends, if we start this problem like this. So we set it up, we have the evidence, and we say, okay, well, there was one garden. And from that garden, George weeded 1/5. And also they were 2/3 left undone. Why do we subtract those from the one? Because we want to know how much is left so we can find out how much of the garden Summer weeded. Okay, my friends, so if we are going to solve this problem, what I would do is, that would be my first step. And then you will say, well, Mr. Magna, but that is a number 1. How can we subtract that from 1/5? My friends, what a great question. If we're going to subtract 1/5, then this becomes 5/5. Why? Because the denominator tells us break the other whole into that part. Okay? So now once this is done, then we do the subtraction, my friends. 5/5 minus 1/5 equals 4/5. That's right, my friends, minus 2/3. Okay? Now what do we do with this? These are not equivalent fractions. Just like we said it before, we have to find equivalent fractions here, my friends. So these will be representing 4/5. So how many parts? 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the second one, this will be the minus sign minus this right here. And that will be divided into thirds. 1, 2, 3. So now this is 4/5. So 4 are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this side is 2 are shaded. Okay, now remember that what our next step is to, if this denominator is 5 parts, then we have to multiply by the other 3 parts, and there you have it. So we're going to do the same thing to the 2/3. So if this is 3 parts, now we got to divide it by 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my friends, so we found the equivalent fractions. So let's see what they are. So now this is how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 5 times 3 equals 15 in it. Minus, how many on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, look, we have common denominators. I mean, it's a like denominator. How many are shaded? Well, this is 15 minus 3, that is 12. And this is 15 minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was correct. So 10. You subtract that, and that will be 2 15s. How do we know? Because if we take away 10 from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have, my friends, 2 left right here. So 15. So that will be your answer. So what Summer did this? 2/5. 2 15.